There we go. Perfect. All right. Good stuff. There we go. I don't know why it was giving me a problem before, but we're going to try this again. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. What is up? What is up? What is up? Facebook in the house. Hello. See if we get some people jumping on here. We're going to give this a minute, and then we're going to get started. All right, there we go. Perfect. Getting some people jumping on. What is up, guys? What is up? There we go. Finally, I was saying, man, I just started, and I don't know what happened, but that last video definitely was not working out. Didn't have anybody jumping on there. So, if you guys are just joining in, we're just getting started, just getting it on. Drop some comments. Let me see where you guys are viewing from. I always like to know where everybody's watching from. I'm going to give this another 15 seconds, and we're going to get started. I hope everyone's having an awesome night. Definitely drop some comments, and let me see where you guys are viewing from. What is up, Shannon? Ryan, how are you, sir? Hey, Sheila, how are you? I definitely just want to, this video is going in. I'm definitely going to be going in on this video. So this is definitely going to be something you guys are going to be like, dang, this guy is telling it. He's telling it how it is. Lord have mercy. So, yes, Texas. All right, Texas. There we go. What's up, Ryan? How are you, bro? All right. We got Maryland. Perfect. So, if you guys drop me some likes, drop me some loves. Eric from Chicago, what is up, my man? I hope you're having an awesome time. Hope you guys are doing good. I seen there's a little cold front that come through last week or something, man. Melania, how are you, hun? From Canada. The Canadians jumping in on it. So guys, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. This video is going to get you pumped up. I am telling you, this video is going to get you pumped up. I have literally, I don't know what it was. I started reading something earlier, and I was like, good God, I got to go live about that. That is just on point. So, guys, this video, you are going to love this video. So we'll go ahead and get started on it. I just want to tell you guys, coming into network marketing, a lot of things have changed. A lot of my perspective has changed in life as a whole. A lot of my perspective has changed. And one of the biggest things I can tell people as a whole is successful people do things differently than average people. Now, what do I mean by that? Mindset-wise, I mean, guys, just to be perfectly honest with you, I made out a list of going through and actually reading this article. This article was amazing. Best article. Got a whole bunch of people just jumping on. If you guys drop where you guys are viewing from. I always like to know where everybody's viewing from. If you're coming from Canada, Texas, coming from Florida, Cali, wherever, I like to know where everybody's viewing from. Drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I definitely appreciate it. But this video is going to go over 16 things that successful people and your successful friends do different than the average Joe. And this is what's going to separate the successful people from the average people. I have done so much research in recent on leadership development, and these are 16 like specific tips that. And I'm talking about, I've been reading mad leadership books. Like the last month, I think I've done like 15 leadership books. I've been reading so many leadership books, it's crazy. This is a composite. And I started reading this article, and I was like, man, again, this just inspired me. I need to go back to my notes and really write some stuff down. Sherry from South Dakota, got Shira from Jersey. Who we got there? Miss Butterfly from Savannah. I knew you're from Savannah. I remember that name, and I remember that location. But guys, yeah, so just real briefly with it. There's 16 things that successful people do much differently. Successful people do much differently than average people, all right? And it's a composite of a bunch of different things. Some of them are going to kind of run in correlation with each other. But just to kind of give it easier, the biggest thing I always like to tell everybody is, guys, look at your circle. Look at your people that are around you, all right? You, yourself, right now, are worth the 5 closest people that are in your life, all right? So the 5 closest people, I don't care who it is, your mom, your dad, your sister, your best friend, your brother, your cousin, whoever it is, your 10 friends, your high school friends, who do you associate with yourself with? The 5 closest people. Guess what? Your average income is the composite, the average of those people. So what do we got to do as people in order to become millionaires? That's what we're here for, right? We do network marketing. Yes, we do it to be successful. Yes, we do it to be happy. Yes, we do it to make an impact on the world. But what do we do it for? We want that money. Of course, that's why we do it. We're helping everybody. Man, you can help a lot more people when you're making much more money. And that's just how it is in life. So successful people speak differently. Man, they speak differently. They work harder. They work longer hours. They just got a different mindset than the average Joe. Now, is there anything wrong with living that average lifestyle? No, there's not. But again, if you're in network marketing, if you're someone and you're trying to be successful, who the hell wants to be average? Nobody wants to be average. Everybody wants to live an above average lifestyle, driving the nicest cars, rocking the nicest outfits, up to date with the newest shoe trends, up to date with everything. That's what we want. We want the best out of life. So these 16 things that I'm going to give you, these 16 tips, man, they're going to hit it. They're going to hit it hard. They're going to be right there. They're going to be effective with it, and they're going to tell you literally how it is. So, guys, very first thing, all right, this is number one. Successful people, successful leaders, so to speak, they know, okay, these are things that they've given up on now, for example, all right? 16 tips that successful people have given up on that everyday people do. All right. So number one, very first one, successful people have given up on that mentality that they cannot change the world. All right. A successful person believes that they can change the world, in fact. Now, how does a successful person believe that they can change the world? How do they believe this? Then you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, how are you going to change? No, successful people believe that they can change the world because your past does not dictate your future. How you were brought up, if you were grown up in a poverty-stricken neighborhood, guess what? That doesn't dictate your future. You determine your future. Your work ethic, your mentality is what determines your work ethic. Your mindset, so to speak, do a little adjusting there, is what dictates your future and dictates what's going on. It dictates your success. All right, perfect example of that. I mean, Jay-Z was a perfect example. A guy grew up in the hood, grew up selling drugs, grew up as this person. Same thing. Dr. Dre is another one. Grew up in this poverty-stricken neighborhood. Look at these guys now. Look at them. How many professional athletes do you hear that gone through hard times? They grew up in poverty-stricken neighborhoods, but they don't let that get them down. Actors. How many people do you know that are that way? And it's just how it is. Don't let your neighborhood, don't let your past dictate your future, so to speak. Everybody has the power to be great. Everybody's got the power to be great. Everybody's worthy. Okay, everybody is worthy. All right, if you know that you're worthy, if you're sitting there right now and you're listening to this video and you know that you're worth more than anything in this world, you know that you want to be a millionaire, guys, it all starts in the mind. You tell yourself what it is, and that's what you make happen. When you tell yourself and you visualize the win, that's whatever you get it. And you're right about that. We are definitely gonna be top income earners. Top income earners are definitely. Oh, I've seen it right now. Okay, yeah, our top income earners with our company. Some of the people that are top income earners, they were poor. Boy, let me tell you something too. And guys, let me explain this to you. Just because somebody is poor does not mean they don't have work ethic. I know people that are poor that work. They're hard workers. Boy, they work harder than me. They work harder than you, but they're poor. That does not mean anything. That is mindset. You have to look at an opportunity and you have to push yourself. And that's what it is. It's all about the mindset. I know people that go out there to work, man, they work 10 jobs. You want to know why? I was working 6 jobs when I got into network marketing. I was bartending at 3 different places, was managing a place, was running a shoe business, was personal training. But guess what? I was broke. Just because you got a job, just because you work 80 hours a week doesn't mean that you're a millionaire. That doesn't mean that you're going to be someone great. That doesn't mean you're going to be somebody of importance. All right? And this kind of goes into the next thing, guys. All right? Successful people, this is number 2. Successful people have given up on luck. Okay? Luck does not exist. If you think that, oh, that person's so lucky. No, they're not. They're not lucky. They just worked harder than you. And that's exactly what it is. Successful people have given up on luck. Luck, okay. Now, granted, is it luck if you hit the lotto? Yes, it is. That is luck. But what are you going to do? Are you going to sit back all day? You're going to keep on playing lottery tickets, sitting back and going, well, one day I'm going to hit it. No, you're not. I drive by the Powerball signs all the time. I hear it on the radio. I don't go and play the Powerball because that's not real. That's great if it happens. Hey, that's great. You want to risk that? By all means, do it. But successful people have given up on luck. They rely on work ethic. They rely on action, on taking action, on stepping it up. Successful people have replaced the word luck with hustle. They've replaced that word with hustle. They do whatever it takes necessary to get themselves in a situation where they don't have to rely on luck. Because when you have to rely on luck, you know what? What's the best way to put it? Stop waiting for the right time and get out there and create the right time. That's the best way to put it. There's never a right time. There's never a great time. There's never a perfect time. Guess what? You create a perfect time. Entrepreneurs look at any situation, anytime, any place, and they say, you know what? I've got to step my game up and I'm going to do it right now. I'm not going to do it next week. Let me tell you guys something. Tomorrow turns into never. All right? If next week turns into never. All right? Next month, next year turns into never. Right now turns into success. And that's how it is. All right, so kind of going into, we're going to go into number 3 here. You know, guys, just at the end of the day, just remember, your mindset is everything. No matter what it is in life, your mindset is everything. If you guys agree that you change your mindset, you change your life, drop a 1 in the comments. That's a huge one for me. I am all about mindset, law of attraction. You were going to hear me preach law of attraction. I love it. If you agree in law of attraction, you believe in mindset, drop a 1 in the comments. That's what it's all about. So next thing, kind of going into it. So we're on number 3 here. One of the big key things, guys, all right? Successful people, successful leaders have given up on numbing the pain. Okay, and now what do I mean by that? Johnny, what do you mean by numbing the pain? They're giving up on what? Just on getting loose every weekend, on looking for a way to release and to cut loose? Or what does that mean? No. Successful people, they don't look for a reason to escape life. Okay, they look at, oh, you know what? This happened. Oh man, this just happened. They use their pain to fuel their why. They use their pain to push. They use their pain to fuel their desires and to really create that momentum and to create their why and push them to the next level. Guys, you got to stop numbing your pain in the wrong ways, and you got to start looking at looking at your pain as a way to push, as a way to push you through the hard times. And successful leaders understand that, you know what? I've got to really push myself. I've got to get out there and I got to make a difference. And that's whenever you do make a difference. That's for sure when you make a difference. And kind of going into number 4 now. And this is where numbing the pain, you know, people will sit there, they'll numb the pain. They go to the bars. They want to have a drink. They want to chill. They just want to cut back. They want to sit. Guess what? Number 4, successful people have given up on negative people. Okay? Negative people. We all know negative Nancy's. All right, if you have somebody negative in your life and somebody that is close to you, someone that you put in your circle, okay? I'm talking about someone that's like, you consider a great person, you would never give up on them. But successful people have given up on negative people. If you have one of those negative people in your life right now, someone that's just around you, but you don't want to give up on them, drop a 3 in the comments. We all have them. We all have them. Boy, do we. You don't got to call nobody out. You ain't got to tag please don't tag nobody because they're going to get offended. But it's the truth, though. Successful people have given up on negative people, man. And it's one of those things where successful people just understand that negativity as a whole is going to keep you down. All right, it's going to keep you down, and when you surround yourself with those types of people, they play into your mindset. Okay, and by that, what do we kind of say? We kind of say don't feed the gators. All right. Successful people don't feed the gators. They don't want to surround themselves with negative people, because when you surround yourself with negative people, hey, what's up, Tanya? How are you? Whenever you surround yourself with negative people, it puts you in a funk. Whenever they're feeding into your mindset and they're giving you that mindset of, oh, you know what, like, man, I hate this person, I do this, I do it, blah, blah. Whatever it is, regardless, when they start gossiping, this is one thing that I've learned. If somebody will gossip with you, guess what? They're going to gossip about you. And if you don't believe that, well, then you're naive. Let me just tell you, successful people have given up on negative people. That is a key. You got to change your circle, because when you change your circle, you're going to change your life. Let me tell you. One of the biggest things, I think, one of the biggest things that was hard for me as a person, as an individual, is I had a lot of negativity around me. I worked in nightlife. I've been there. Man, nightlife is a negative environment. God, is it? Everybody in there is negative. They want to gossip. They want to talk about this person. They want to talk about that girl and why that girl looks so ugly in that VIP uniform, and oh man, why is that girl behind a bar? You know, all she has is old guys that come out. Man, whatever. I didn't want to hear that. I had to remove myself from that environment, but whenever I did, I swear to God, it was like peace of mind. So kind of going into the next thing now, all right? So on to number 5. Successful people, successful leaders have given up on wasting their time. Lord, let me tell you about wasting your time. If you are in network marketing, let me tell you the key to being successful in network marketing. If I can preach anything, I'm going to preach this. Stop wasting your time. Do not waste your time with people that don't want it. God, stop wasting your time with those people. You can beat a horse. It's like beating a horse with a dead stick. You lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink. Let me tell you something. You can't make somebody work. You can't do it. Successful people know this. They've stopped wasting their time with people that don't want. I should not believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Your bank account should wake you up. Am I right or am I wrong about that? Hallelujah. If y'all believe in that, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. Your bank account should be enough to wake you up and get you motivated. Successful people have stopped wasting time. By wasting time, what do we mean? Successful people don't procrastinate. Procrastination is the devil. Procrastination is the key to failure. God, is it? They've got faith. All right, successful people, they've got faith and they work with purpose. They don't waste their time. They understand time is money and time is value. You get paid based off your value. When you have that time, okay, and you understand what it takes to push yourself to that next level, time is of the essence. And guess what? Too many people out there nowadays wasting time. You ain't got no time to waste. In business, it is very successful. Okay, and this is something else too. This is very, very, very huge. If you're someone, if you do self-development daily, that's great. That's awesome. Let me ask you a question. Is all that self-development you're doing, is that income producing? Realistic, is it? I'm huge on this. I love reading. I gotta have a sip of water. Boy, I'm getting turned up. Is all that self-development you're doing, all that leadership development, is that income producing? Okay. And I'm guilty of this. Guys, I'm guilty of this. And this is going into the next one. Okay, so again, number 5 was don't waste your time. Number 6, do not spend your time consuming. And what do I mean by consuming? This is wasting time. Consuming is wasting time. So I'm going to sit on YouTube and I'm going to watch 100 self-development videos. I'm wasting my time. Yo, great. I may be the smartest person in the room, but I heard this example from a John Maxwell book. So say you got 2 personal trainers, right? You got 2 personal trainers. You got this guy over here. He's going through school. Man, he's out there and he's doing it. He's making straight A's through school. He's not a personal trainer yet, but that's what he's doing. He's studying nutrition. He's the A student, top of his class. And then you got this guy over here that's just got a certification, but he's in the gym. He's actually training clients. He's over here and he's actually talking to these people. He's getting them going. He's getting them results. Who are you going to believe in? You going to believe in the guy that just graduated at the top of his class? Or you going to believe in the person over here that's working, that's making it, that's grinding, that's actually showing results? People, big, huge leadership key. Your results, okay? Your results show trust. Your results show you. Your results show who you are. Nobody cares about the stories. No one cares that you're in a business where you can make 6 figures in 6 months. Guess what? We all gonna make 6 figures in 6 months. Woohoo! Guess what? That ain't what it is. I want to see you make 6 figures in 6 months. So if you ain't making 6 figures in 6 months and you telling somebody that, shut up. Don't open your mouth, man. If you can't better the silence in the room, then don't open your mouth. Very, very, very plain and simple, man. It's too many people nowadays, and they get consumed with TV and YouTube videos and listening to the radio, and I'd rather watch 10 movies instead. Man, let me tell you something. Learn to be income producing. If you're gonna be driving in the car, you better be doing some self-development. What do you mean? Why are you listening to some songs that you already know the lyrics to? You already know the lyrics to that. Great, your jam comes on. Whatever, turn that bad boy on, put the windows down and jam it and blast it and ride with the seat back and chill. Man, that's great. That's all cool. But once it's over, I keep stopping myself, because when I start going, I want to start dropping F-bombs and stuff. So I already know I'm trying to keep it professional in case there's any churn in the room. So when you got to learn to use your time in ways that are income producing. So if you're in the gym and you're listening to that same playlist over and over and over, you already know what song's coming on next. You can call the songs that are coming on next. Guess what? You're wasting your time. Great, you're in there and you're getting your swole on. You're looking great. You're getting all pumped up. You got everybody in there looking for you, but guess what? You're stupid. Man, come on now. Losers do the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Learn to better. You got to learn to better yourself. Look at consuming your time on a daily basis. You should be consuming 80% of your time as creating. 80% of your time should be spent creating new relationships, creating new mindset, learning. Leaders learn. Me and Natalie were talking about this earlier. Man, one of the biggest tips I can give you as a leader, leaders learn to listen. All right. If you're a leader, you're not learning to listen. All right. Eventually, you ain't gonna have nobody to listen to. A leader learns to listen, all right? And you have to learn to listen, so that way when you do put in that 80% time to create what you're trying to create, then guess what? You're actually gonna be able to create perfection. You're gonna be able to create success. 20% of your time, hey, spend your time consuming. So, me, I like to go to the gym. That's my thing. I like to go to the gym. I like to wake up on a daily basis, and I like to relax. I like to chill. I like to get my mindset right. I don't like to work right when I wake up, because I feel like I need to pour into myself positively in order for me to have a positive day. So I don't pick up my phone and start messaging. Man, do I want to? Yeah, of course I do. I got money sitting there. Let's do it. But I don't do that, though, because if I see a message that's going to put me in a negative mood, then guess what? I got to pour into myself positively, because that's what's going to set the tone for the day. Going into number 7, we're kind of talking about like team development and whatnot a little bit, but give up on being selfish. All right. Successful people have given up on being selfish. You have to learn to put your team. Now, again, if we're doing network marketing, whatever it is, your family, your friends, successful people have learned to put others before themselves, before their own needs. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, man, again, going to network marketing, if I put my whole team before myself, I may not ever be able to get to myself. No, that's not true. You dictate the amount of time, but you do need to make sure that you are putting others before yourself. You have to put others before yourself. Success, and I'm going to tell you the importance of why you do that, all right? Because a lot of people don't understand. The more successful you become, the more responsibility you get, all right? The more successful you become, the more people you have to help become successful. I had a buddy that called me up the other day, and he says, Johnny, man, listen, I actually kind of talked briefly about it the other night. He calls me and he goes, hey, man, listen, bro, I got a business. I'm doing great. You know, I set a goal in my mind. I wanted to make $1 million a year. Okay. He made $1 million in a year, and he goes, but I've reset a goal, and I want to make $3 million a year. So I can't understand why I can't do that. Well, you need to develop yourself as a leader. And once you develop yourself as a leader, you develop other leaders. You develop people to take on the responsibility for yourself. Guys, as people, there is only so much time and only so much we can do during the daytime. There's only so much work I can physically, personally do myself. Even if I was to wake up and work nonstop and put everybody else's needs before mine, there's only so much that you can take on as an individual yourself. You have to learn to start breeding leaders, and leaders attract leaders. If you're not a leader, do some leadership development. Stop doing self-development. Stop watching Ambassador Zooms. Stop doing business development and public speaking development and learning how to work social media, and learn how to be a better leader, and you'll attract better leaders. And your leaders, when you attract your leaders, attract people that are great at your strengths, or that are great at your weaknesses, so to speak. You want to attract people, and the real purpose of being a leader is leaders love to create other leaders. That's what it is. I don't care to create 100 followers. That doesn't benefit me. Leaders create leaders. And a leader loves to develop somebody with raw talent. God, do they? And guys, if you're not a leader, don't sweat that. If you're saying to yourself right now, you know what, I'm not really a leader though, don't sweat that, because guess what? That's something that can be taught. You can be taught to be a leader. 85% of people that step into a role of a leader are not leaders. They need complete, full control. Okay? True statistic, 95% of people in general are not leaders. People are born with leadership skills, but every leadership is a constant pouring into. You got to constantly be developing your leadership skills, and that's not something that's developed overnight. So if you're not a leader, you're starting to do your leadership development. Don't be discouraged because all of a sudden you're not becoming a leader overnight. This isn't it's not an overnight success. That's how business is as a whole. Business is not overnight. But we're going to get away from that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Number 9, give up on people. What's the best way? I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. Successful people have given up on people that don't believe in other people. And again, and this is what we were just talking about. You can only do so much with your time. Okay? You need to have other people around you. You need to not try to take on the full workload. You have to understand that. When you try to take on the full workload, you go into management mode. Management mode is I want to scream it. Management. If you are a manager, then guess what? You need to go work at McDonald's. You need to go work at Walmart. If you are a manager, you do not belong in network marketing. Management mode is recipe for burnout. When you find yourself managing and micromanaging people, what happens? You hate it. Oh my God, it puts you in a bad mood. You do not like it. If you have found yourself, it's happened to me. God, it's happened to me. It's happened to me many times. If you have found yourself in management mode before, all right, if you've done it, I want you to drop your favorite emoji. I like that emoji. That's my favorite one, so I don't know. But if you found yourself in management mode before, drop your favorite emoji. It happens. Guys, it's happened. I'm going to tell you this. It's going to continue to happen. It's part of business. But how we actually deal with management mode is a very, very, very big key on dictating our success. You have to learn that you have to invest time with those people that want it. And this was touching on what we talked about earlier. Don't force somebody to level up if they're not ready to level up. You have to run at you run at the pace of other people. You have to pace yourself. When you start to outpace yourself, what happens is you go into management mode and you push people away. Like, hey, in our company, so you build somebody to diamond and they're not ready to be a diamond. Guess what? That's going to crumble underneath them. That's developing leaders, and that's the importance of it. You got to really, really make sure that you've got a firm grip on teaching and mentoring and being a leader, because when you're a leader, you'll find that what you do yourself on a daily basis motivates your team and gives them enough inspiration to where they look and they go, you know what? I don't need Johnny to come over here and send me screenshots, or I don't need a video from him. I just want to watch. I'm just going to watch. I don't need him to train me. I don't need to send him a message. I'm just going to watch what he's doing. And you lead by example. It makes it so much easier, and you stay out of management mode. Huge. So touching on negativeness again. So number 10, again, I only got a couple more of these guys and we're going to be finished up. Number 10, successful people have given up on negative thoughts. All right. We talked earlier about how they've given up on negative people. They've given up on negative thoughts. Your mindset dictates everything. Law of attraction. They understand The Secret. If you have not watched The Secret, you got to watch it. It's on Netflix. It's on YouTube. It's all about law of attraction. It will change your life. If you have not watched The Secret, that's like self-development 101. You have got to watch The Secret. It will literally change your life. The Secret is what has made more millionaires success. It is the difference between being an average Joe and being a successful person in anything, in any form, any way, shape, or life. And that's just the truth behind it. And guys, if you guys have any questions too, don't ever hesitate. Drop your questions. I always like to know, where, I like to help everybody. That's how I am. I like to help people. But yeah, successful people have given up on negative thoughts. You really want to give up on those negative thoughts. You want to focus on the positive, pour positive in. And going back on what we were talking about earlier, man, you got to make sure that you're pouring into yourself. What you see, all right, your vision, your thoughts of today sculpt your vision of tomorrow. So visualizing is very, very, very key. You've got to make sure that you're pouring into yourself with positivity. And successful people, they've given up on negative thoughts. They look and instead of looking at something and going, hey, you know what? That sucks that happened to me. God, why did I get that speeding ticket? I can't believe I got that speeding. That stupid ass cop sitting there on the side of the road. Why is he doing that? Giving everybody tickets? No, you know what? You need to look at it. You need to go, well, I got the speeding ticket because of this. I guess next time I'm going to learn from this. I guess next time I'm just not going to be speeding, and that's just what I needed to do. You look at stuff and you learn from it. All right? Or why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? I can't believe this happened to me. No, don't look at it as why did it happen to you. Look at it as what can I learn from this? And that's when you change your mindset, you change your life. Very, very, very simple. Going on number 11. All right? Successful people have given up on BS. BSers and BS. They've stopped listening to meaningless nonsense. What do I mean by that? We were talking earlier about it. People that gossip. Shut up. If your voice is not improving to silence, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I'm very, very honest with people. And they've learned to eliminate BS from their schedule. All right? I'll give you guys an example. I love Pokemon Go. It's my thing. I love Pokemon. I grew up in that Pokemon generation. I was a Pokemon Go addict. I'm the freaking head admin of multiple Pokemon Go groups here in Tampa. I cannot play Pokemon Go right now because it is BS to me. It is timeless. It is meaningless. It does not work. And guess what? It is not income producing. So what did I do? So funny. I literally have not turned the game on in 4 months. Funny how I promoted 4 times. Isn't it funny how that works? Natalie promoted 5 times. Isn't it funny how that works? She was addicted to it as well, guys. Let me tell you guys something. Give up the BS. You got to do it, because when you give up the BS, man, it puts you in a different level. It gets you going. It gets you right. And they've also given up on egotistical people. That includes BS, man. If somebody looks at themselves and and all they care about is their self as a whole, they're very, very ego strong. You know what? I don't care about the well-being of others. I only care about myself. Give up on them, because that's the truth. Very, very, very true. Number 12, they've given up on being stuck. I don't even really know how to say that. The best way to put it. I mean, they've stopped looking at failure as a means to stop. Some people just look at it and they go, you know what? Like I failed. I failed. It sucks. And I don't know what I'm going to take from this. No, guys, let me tell you something, man. Your last mistake is your best teacher. God, your last mistake is your best teacher. And some people don't understand that. We're all going to fail. Failure does not mean that you suck. Failure does not mean that you're the worst. No, man. They've given up. Successful people give up on being stuck, man. You don't look at being stuck as a term of, oh, man, how am I going to deal? What's going on? Why do I got to do? Nah, man, let me tell you something. You move on, you learn from it, and you build yourself up, and you keep on going, and that's the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person. Going on 13, This definitely isn't to offend anybody, but, and you got to hear me out before I say it, but successful people have given up on being single, okay? They know that they need a team around them, all right? And at the same time, they also understand the importance of having a loved one or loved ones in their life. Far too often, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about, because I know we've all got those friends that are like, oh, I'm just going to be single my entire life. I don't know many people. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know many millionaires or billionaires or CEOs or corporate figures or people that sit at the top of a legitimate business that are just single guys. I really don't. I'm not saying they're not out there. I have a couple of friends on Facebook that are single guys that are successful with their businesses, and I'm not saying that, but they don't. This is the difference, though. They don't look at it and they go, "Oh, well, I'm going to be single the rest of my life. Oh, to hell with women." No, they don't think that. You know what? You know what they think? The right woman hasn't come into my life yet. But if the right woman comes into their life, bet that they will do it. Having a loved one or a significant other hold you for accountability. You want to do it for not only for yourself, but you want to better your situation. You want to better your financial situation for not only, but for you, for your loved ones. And not even just that. Having a family, man, having a family that you can provide for is a huge why. God, that's Natalie and I, that's one of our whys. We want to be able to provide for our family that we don't have yet. But we do it, and that's what we grind for, because we want to be able to give our kids a better life than what we have. And successful people understand that. They don't look at, you know what, I want to be single my entire life. No, they don't look at it like that. Going on to 14, they've given up on wearing a mask. Successful people are vulnerable. God, are they? Stop thinking that you're invulnerable. When you start thinking that you're invulnerable, guess what? You are the hugest vulnerable person. Vulnerable people, it shows that you have flaws. People are attracted to people that are normal. People are not attracted to people that are perfect. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. Stop wearing a mask. Fake it till you make it. Get the hell out of here with all that. Don't fake it till you make it. Tell people how it is. People relate to your struggles before they relate to your success, guys. Stop acting like you're somebody that you're not. Nobody cares that you made $1 million in a year. Man, that ain't real. Shut up. I don't want to hear that. That's a scam. They want to hear that, you know what? I was struggling and I couldn't afford to pay my bills. So you know what? I jumped onto this opportunity, and God, you know what? I ain't made $1 million yet with it, but you know what? It covered my groceries last week. That's what they want to hear. You got to be real with people. Show them, take the mask off. Show them real. Show them reality. Give them what they want to see. People love to see flaws, and not even just that. People like people that are real. They like if I'm sitting here and I'm making a video and all of a sudden, like, you know, all of a sudden my phone falls off and I'm over here and I'm cussing and it falls on my foot. And y'all see me jumping around, making a crazy video. Y'all want to see that? That's flaws. That's funny. That's interaction. And people, that's what people want. People want to see real. They don't want to see fake me standing over here acting like I'm some preacher with a you know, a big old board sitting there acting like I'm giving a certain. People don't want to see that. That's not me. That's not who I am. I'm sitting here in a damn closet giving you guys a sermon. I guess I am a preacher. So we got two more. Successful people have given up on people's opinions. Who cares about the opinions of others? Does that pay your bills? No, it doesn't. If you are worried about the opinions of other people, guys, if you care about the opinions of other people, network marketing is not for you. If you cannot take constructive criticism, network marketing is not for you. You have to learn to take constructive criticism from the right people. Do not take constructive criticism from somebody who has constructed no one. I love that quote. I think it was Big Vinny that actually posted that one. Love the quote. Very, very, very true. Don't take direction from someone that hasn't gone anywhere. You've got to learn to respect the opinions of people that have an opinion that's worth hearing. Let me ask you this. Real question, and I want to see, I love this question. If you're going to take advice from somebody who's unsuccessful, all right, we all do this. We all get fed into. Everybody gets fed into from jokesters, from family members. Oh, you're just doing a scam. Ha, you need to go to college. You need to do this. Man, shut up. Nobody wants to hear that. Let me ask you this. Would you take, so say I'm going to be a nice guy. You know what? Who's the very first person on here? Shannon. Very first person I see. Shannon, I'm going to give you $1 million. All right, here you go. I'm just going to give you $1 million right now. Great. Here you go. Have $1 million. You are now looking for a way to invest your $1 million. All right? Are you going to listen to the opinion or the advice of a bum that's on a street corner, that's panhandling, that's standing out front of the local store, that approaches you, that creep that while you're standing there pumping gas walks up like, hey, bro, I get $1? You going to listen to that guy? Or are you going to listen to somebody who's a millionaire that's been there, that knows what he's doing, that makes investments, that's the head of a company, that gets himself involved, and that knows what's going on? If you guys, and that's a dead serious question. So why do you take the opinions of people that are not successful in what you're doing? Why do you take an opinion from somebody who has never been successful in business and listen to what they have to say? Why would you do it? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. When you really think about that, isn't that like stupid? Like, that's not very smart. So don't let the negative opinions of other people and these people that are not doing what you're doing, that work a corporate 9-to-5 job and that are broke, tell you how to make your money and dictate your life. It happens all the time. It's huge. It drives me crazy. Man, I go off on some of those people. Whew. All right. Last one, and I'm finished. I've drank like half a gallon of water since I've been in here. Number 16. This is the biggest one. Guys, successful people have learned not to give up. All right? Successful people have really learned not to give up. Far too often people quit instead of using their failures as a tool to better themselves. All right, they don't use their failure as a tool to fuel their success. All right, they know. All right, a lot of people have this mindset, and they go, you know what? I started this business opportunity. I gave it 3 months. I'm not an ambassador in 3 months. I'm not the top of my company. I'm not making $100,000 a year right now, or $20,000 a month, or $3,000 a month. But I've been in it with 3 months, so you know what? To heck with this. I'm done. I don't even want to do it. I quit. Yo, you're an idiot. Guys, I'm here to tell you, there is no get-rich scheme in life. There's not. If you've given up on something before you've even started, what's the nicest way for me to put this? You're a loser. Nobody starts a business and makes $1 million in the first year. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. Won't happen, will not happen, has never happened. It doesn't happen. You have to learn that you have to invest time, and you have to make yourself, you have to really dedicate yourself, show consistency, show up, grind hard, and then maybe you will start to taste that success. But that is not overnight. Success does not happen overnight. Nobody has been made a millionaire in overnight. It just doesn't happen. That's that luck thing we were talking about earlier. Successful people have given up on luck. They've replaced luck with hustle. They understand that you've got to go out there and you've got to make it happen. And how do you make it happen if you're going to give up? And this goes into something else too it just kind of sparked. Guys, if you're one of those people that jumps from company to company every 3 months, there ain't nobody going to join you. You got to show consistency. Show consistency is the key. I'm not going to join somebody that's joined Nerium, Herbalife, Advocare, It Works, Forex, Kagan Water. I'm not joining you. Why would I join you? You're doing 10 different businesses at one time. Which one are you even recruiting me for? I don't even know. Man, that blows my mind, the way that some people think. People want to see consistency. Consistency leads to results. People join people they trust. Results show trust. Guess what? It's a domino effect. One affects the other. That's how it happens. Guys, be consistent. Far too often, people join these network marketing companies. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with realizing that you joined a company that isn't for you. Let me hit the close real quick. There's nothing wrong with joining a company and you just figured out, you know what? This just isn't for me. This isn't for me. But don't give up before you've even started. Far too often, man, people get started in a company and they're like, well, man, you know what? I didn't make any money with it. When do I get paid? Bro, have you worked? What do you mean, when do you get paid? You get paid when you start working. I'm not a rocket scientist or anything, but that's pretty stupid. Like, I don't know how many times I've had people that have messaged me and been like, hey, bro, I started with the company. Like, I haven't got a paycheck. Bro, you haven't even logged in to do your tax information yet. What do you mean you haven't got a paycheck? Yeah, I'm sure you haven't. How many people have you talked to about the business? People got this mindset, and especially when it comes to network marketing. Guys, let me explain something to you. This is Network Marketing 101. If you are putting in, we'll just say this real quick. You're working say you work at Publix. Say you work at Walmart. There we go. Say you work at Walmart. You're a cashier at Walmart. All right? If you want a full-time paycheck, you're working at Walmart. Do you get a full-time paycheck working part-time hours? Do you? Take it away from Walmart. Any job you go to, do they pay you full-time pay for working part-time hours? Okay, all right, so here it is. Guess what? Network marketing is no different. It's no different. I guess I have to be the guy to say it. Stop joining a business. Stop joining a business and thinking that, hey, you know what? I'm going to make $1 million in the first month and that's it. No, lose the microwave mentality. Let me tell you guys something. God, let me tell you guys something. If you join a business and you don't give it a year, 2 years, if you've joined a business for a year and you're actually working, you're putting in 40, 50, 60 hours a week and you ain't making great money, hey, we'll talk then, though. That's understandable. Don't join a business, put in 3 hours a week and wonder why you ain't making ambassador pay. Don't join a business and put in part-time 5, 10, 15 hours a week and wonder why you ain't getting paid what somebody that joins the business is over here getting paid when they're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Come on, ding dong. That's real. You've got to make sure that you've really got to understand that survival is the only answer when it comes to network marketing or growing a business. Okay? As a business owner, don't have a backup plan. That's crazy of me to say, and people understand. They're like, you know what? I got a backup plan. Well, if you got a backup plan, you're already planning to fail. I ain't got no backup plan. I don't need a backup plan because you know what? I don't need a backup plan. I'm not going to fail. And if I fail, I'm going to fail my way to the top of my company. That's how I'm going to fail. Far too often, people, I've got a backup plan. You got a backup plan. You're already planning to quit. What do you need a backup plan? You know what? I don't have a backup plan. I play it by ear, man. If something was to happen and It Works was to get shut down tomorrow, you know what? I would figure it out tomorrow. But right now, I've got all my eggs in one basket. You don't need multiple sources of income. You need one source of income that allows you to create multiple sources of income. You don't try to create multiple sources of income whenever you don't even have one source of income. People understand multiple sources of income does not mean you start 6 different network marketing companies at one time. It means you invest in real estate. It means you invest in a business. It means you invest in stocks. It means you invest in mutual funds. It means you invest into your friend's restaurant. It means you invest into your sister's nail salon. It means that you do a network marketing company. That is multiple streams of income. Okay? Real estate, whatever it may possibly be, a car lot, liquor license, that is multiple streams of income. I don't know any successful network marketer that said, you know what, I'm going to start, I'm going to start It Works, I'm going to start Nerium, I'm going to start Kagan Water and MCA, and I'm going to start Forex. Bro, who are you recruiting for? Again, I don't understand that. Successful people pick a strength. They pick what they're good at. They find what they're passionate about and they run with it. Why do I want to join another business whenever I haven't even hit the cap in my business? I can make $2.4 million a month. $2.4 million a month is what I can make. What, I need multiple streams of income? No, I'll take this one and I'll learn and I will be successful with this one and I will become the best at this one and then I will reach out to different sources of income. Guys, really focus on not giving up, pushing yourself hard. And, I always tell everyone, if you're ready to give up, you're not ready to be successful. All right? If you want to change, I'm going to end it. If you want to change, you have to be willing to change. Very plain and simple. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good one.